Yo, welcome back to Genshin Impact. In our last episode, we have finally finished IRODORI story quest and also finished the process of entering the underground mines in the chasm, which means we have finished the quest and we can technically enter the mines now. But that isn't too important now because we are gonna check out the event now. And so, yeah, talking to Catherine.
Hi, Catherine. We heard that you have a new commission for us.
What is it this time, I wonder? Not like I know.
That's correct. There's a requester who has submitted a designated commission for the two of you.
A designated commission? Sounds like it must be pretty important. What kind of task is it exactly?
There's no need to worry. This commission is not dangerous by any means. Perhaps you have heard that Inazuma will soon be holding a major festival, the magnificent IRODORI Festival.
Yay! A festival! Oh, come to think of it, we haven't attended a festival in Inazuma for a while.
Have we ever attended a festival in Inazuma? I don't think so.
The Yashiro Commission and Lady Yae are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help is none other than Lady Yae herself.
Ooh, so it's Miko's commission.
You know Miko. She always has some unusual ideas in her head. You can bet a festival planned by her is gonna be one to remember.
That means if Miko is gonna be there, then Goro is not gonna be there.
We better go to Grand Narukami Shrine and see what she needs us to
Okie
do.
dokie.
Lady Yae is currently at Yae Publishing House in Hanamizaka, so there is no need to go all the way to the shrine. In fact, she has instructed me to have you directly meet with her there.
Oh. Why does this place have a different name? Why is, when I go down the stairs, why is this area called Hanamizaka? I thought this whole city would just be Inazuma City. But okay, Lyra Harbor also has Yunshin Terrace.
Oh, well that's convenient enough. Let's go then.
Okie dokie. A strange tale of Suiku's tipsy tincture. Hell yeah. And I think I can make one pull. I can make one pull, one tiny pull. I hate this game sometimes. I hate gacha gaming. I hate gacha. I can buy a fate, but it's the wrong fate. So, why does it even matter? Nothing matters anymore. I only have 13 Prima Gems. Wow, you're not Goro. One more and I would have enough. Oh man. Okay. Yae Publishing House. There she is. And here I am.
Aratani and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yae Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yae.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from Apekusu and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power and Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
Fanfiction. Isn't Murata also the name of the Archon from Natlan? Or am I remembering things wrong here from the lore? I thought that was the same name.
Well done. And what about you, Onodera?
He doesn't look like he has done any work. Oh no. Oh no.
Onodera?
Don't be too harsh on him. Damn, she can be really intimidating. I feel bad for this guy. Imagine Yayumiko standing right in front of you and you know... It's like when Lisa is chasing you around throwing like... I don't know. Some electro shit at you. While you're like, oh damn, I forgot my book.
Oh, yes, Lady Yae. Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
You sure?
You are the one who organized the plans for this release party. In other words, you are the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence. Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I feel quite optimistic about it.
She's not too harsh on the people this time.
I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera. Please take the opportunity to have a good rest. After all, you will be very busy on the day of the release party.
Yes, Lady Yae. Thank you very much.
All right then. Is everyone clear about their assignments? Good. We are running out of time, so let's get moving. Chop chop.
What are you saying chop chop for? Oh man.
Ah, hello, little ones. I take it you have received my commission, hmm?
It's me.
Some organizer you are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! Shouldn't you be getting back to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Paimon, what are you getting so angry for? Jesus Christ, your inner toad is showing.
You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it! Paimon won't accept such a commission!
True that, I agree.
My, such harsh words. It hurts to hear that kind of talk from you two. But as you can clearly see, I'm here working like a dog for the festival. Yet you say I'm not doing my job.
You're not doing the work yourself. You're letting these poor people work instead of letting them enjoy the festival.
Let me ask you, little ones. Whoever said that the festival must involve the Grand Narukami Shrine?
No one.
But isn't that a given? This is Inazuma after all.
But the quest is based in Rito, Paimon. Didn't you read the quest menu, you silly?
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sokoku decree has been lifted, Inazuma is no longer the same nation that once resisted change tooth and nail. Therefore, rather than sticking to the same old traditional festival, the Yashiro Commission and I have decided to shake things up a little. This time, we'll be holding an international cultural festival, distinctly Inazuman, but with a unique twist.
Oh, international. Okay, I see. So that's why Singcho and Albedo and Klee and people like that are gonna be here. I see. Cool.
I suppose I should start by telling you the origins of the Irodori
Yeah,
festival.
story time, but please make it pretty animated.
Legend has it that there were 5 poets in ancient Inazuma who were supremely gifted in singing and writing poetry. They are known as the 5 Kasen. Every year, one of the 5 would present a collection of the group's poems to the shogun for review, which would then spark culture discussions regarding those works. Thanks to them, Inazuma's culture blossomed and gained great influence at that time. As time passed, people began creating various tales based on the 5 Kasen. The Irodori Festival was also developed as a result to show appreciation for their works, which so greatly enriched our lives.
Sounds like a festival that's really rooted in culture.
Indeed. To describe it in the words of the ancients, it'd be refined elegance. Unfortunately, with the flow of time, people have gradually forgotten about the 5 Kasen and the festival.
So now it's time to bring it back.
Which is precisely why I've decided to revive the Irodori Festival by holding a cultural convention featuring light novels.
Conde, yay! Time to dress up and cosplay.
But wait a minute, light novels?
Yes, it's all about anime and manga. What about all that refined, elegant stuff you just said?
Please stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In
I'm not
ancient
looking at
times,
you.
poetry was all the rage. But nowadays, the entertainment format of choice is light novels. The important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible to come up with anything fresh if you're stuck using some rigid format of the past. Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing on the now perfectly suits the current Inazuma?
I think so. Is A gonna be there? Is she gonna partake in the festival? I sure hope she does.
And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to Ultivat through light novels. As they say, it's 2 birds with 1 stone.
Sounds like a whole lot of thinly veiled self-justifications, huh? It's like, oh, I'm Yai Miko, buy my stuff from the Yai Publishing House.
Whoa, that was close. Paimon was nearly carried away by Miko's persuasive tongue. Come on, Miko! You can't fool us. We know you by now. This is all definitely stemming from your own personal interest.
I can't deny that my hobbies had no part to play in this. However, regardless of whether it's light novels or a festival, catching people's attention with a fresh concept is the essence here.
I don't know how to describe it, but her personality and Albedo's personality, they would get along quite well. And she's like publishing books and he's writing, he's like drawing.
Well, what do you say? Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
you mean who I might see at the festival, because I've seen there's gonna be a certain character here, which I'm very excited about.
Maybe a little. Oh, alright, Paimon's super curious now.
Come, let's pay a visit to the venue in Rito together. I promise that it will give you a whole new perspective on the festival.
I hope Shinyan is gonna be there, that would be cool.
There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more about your tasks.
Ayato probably. I wanna see Ayaka. I don't wanna see Yoimiya. Please, please don't bring Yoimiya back. Please never bring her back. Please put her in prison or somewhere where I can't see her. Alright. I don't even know. We don't need to justify this. Rito. I am expecting to see a cute cutscene when I walk in. I'm expecting to see Ayato and Klee. I don't know. Hey there. Oh my god. Con day. It's the convention is here. Okay, here. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm shaking.
During the IRODORI festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels.
Is that the same Yaemiko banner thing here that we can like craft for our teapot?
Once things are in full swing, not only will there be lots of official and fan-created work on display, there'll also be exclusive giveaways, prizes, and new release parties. This small plaza in front of the International Trade Association will be called the 5 Kasen Plaza during the festival, and nearby shops will be selling special light novel merchandise. You certainly won't want to miss out.
This is literally just Yaemiko, the convention. She's having her own convention, and I'm glad she does.
Wow. How should Paimon put this? It's definitely not your typical festival, but it sure looks like it'll be quite the party.
Hell yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, it's like a light novel paradise.
Huh. Miko, what are these blank boards in the center of the plaza?
You can draw on there, I guess.
Yes, those are...
Okay, so.
Lady, I did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities. It appears she meant you two. At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon. Tell me, how are you faring
Are
recently?
people still simping for him, or did they get bored by a story quest like I did? I mean, I wasn't simping for him in the first place, so I had no hopes.
Oh, it's Ayato! Wow, so even a busy guy like yourself is here to attend the Irodori Festival.
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope of responsibilities. Seeing as Lady Yae has poured her heart and soul into the preparations, I'm obliged to be equally dedicated.
Come now, Ayato. We're not strangers here. There's no need to sound so formal.
They are Jesse and James from Pokemon.
We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helper's tasks, so I'll let you give them a detailed rundown.
Certainly. I assume you two already know that the Irodori Festival originated from the 5 Kasen. These 5 boards are here for painting their portraits.
I figured as much, yeah.
This Irodori Festival is not only the first major festival to be held in Inazuma since the lifting of the Sakoku Decree, it is also an event deeply rooted in culture and the arts.
You know what would be funny if Child would show up? Because I could just imagine, he's probably not gonna be in here, but it would be funny if like, just like for the on Miyoji Chamber thing, he's just like, oh, I came here.
Therefore, the Yashiro Commission has personally invited several cultural celebrities from other nations.
Venti. Wait, Venti is for real gonna be in here. He was in a trailer. Fuck. I was like, let's think of the Archons. I wanted to say La Senora, but La Senora is dead, and then I remembered. Wait, Venti.
For example, the artist we have invited to paint these portraits hails from the distant land of Mondstadt.
Ooh, it's Albedo.
The Yashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests. However, we fear that staying in a foreign land may feel a little uncomfortable.
Guys, I'm so excited. I'm like sitting on my chair, whipping forward, backwards.
Which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations of Teyvat to serve as a guide for our guests.
It's me, so this is our commission. Hell yeah. Oh, look at the A puppet. Oh my god, I want one.
I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be able to guide the guests from the harbor to their residence at the International Trade Association, while providing any necessary assistance along the way.
I hope I can get some of those cute things that are lying around here. I hope I can get them for my teapot. That would be cool. Pretty sure I have this banner already.
This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
Why is my cousin live streaming on Instagram right now? It's 1 AM. What is he doing? Working on his stupid car? Oh. 2 days before the festival. Ship and guests. Large passenger ship. Barge from Mondstadt. A guest painter. Cogs and his dependent. A guest painter. Cogs. Why is Albedo mentioned twice? And his dependent Sucrose? Or is it Klee? Second day of the fest. Okay, wait. The first day, a large passenger ship barge from Wenti and Albedo and Sucrose or Klee, I guess. Second day of the festival. Shipping guests, large passenger ship. Calligraphers, painters from Liyue, Xingqiu, theater mechanicus players, I don't know, and the guest writer. Senshu, yeah, that's Xingqiu's pen name. We have read that in that one quest. Third day of the festival, shipping guests, large cargo ship, stopover, one person. One person. Is it gonna be? I want Klee to be there. The day following the release event, shipping guests, small passenger ship, 2 persons. 2 persons. Okay.
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I have to meet with my editors, so I must be going now.
I feel like this place would also be something Ningguang would be interested in.
During the festival, most of the Yai Publishing House's editors will be staying near the Outlander Affairs Agency. If you run into any problems, you may find them there.
Have you ever considered shipping Ningguang and Yai Miko? They would be one big-ass power couple. But Ningguang belongs to Beidou, so
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention, so I must excuse myself for now. I'll leave the guests in your hands.
Ayo, nothing better than that. I will gladly handle the guests.
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look and be sure to pick up the passengers according to the times written on it.
Wait. I want to look around first. Oh. Oh my god, this is so cute. Wow, the IRODORI festival hasn't started yet, and there are already so many people on Rito. Well, dear customer, you'll have to wait till the festival starts to get one of our statues of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder. You're not here about the Shogun statues? Sorry, we've just gotten so many queries concerning these recently. I don't care if it's not about the figurines, I just want to look around before I can't look around. Okay. Okay. Portrait canvas. A blank canvas which will soon be used to draw a lovely picture of one of the 5 cousin. Okay guys, and it's time to time travel, I guess. So, see you in a second. It's so early.
According to the arrival schedule, there will be a ship arriving from Mondstadt today. The artist for the 5 Kasim portraits should be on board.
Okay, Albedo will be here.
The boat should be arriving soon, so let's head down to the docks.
They even have these things put up at the docks. Oh my god. Every time I walk here, which doesn't happen too often, I remember this dream I had when I dreamed about Inazuma before, like a week before Inazuma came out, and it looked exactly like this dock here. Just that there was a big-ass bridge over there, and everything was like glowing with lanterns. Oh my god, the ship is here. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Albedo and Tombs? Oh, who are you?
Hello! You must be here to take part in the IRODORI festival. We're the festival guides, and we'll show you
Oh,
around.
you are the bards.
Yes, that's right. We are bards from Mondstadt.
Walmart, yeah, Miko. Dare I say it?
Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find fresh inspiration here.
Paimon, what you doing? You looking for Albedo?
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Well, where's Tondef Bard then?
Exactly! Oh man.
Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Do you think he didn't receive an invitation?
Even if he wasn't invited, there's a chance he still wouldn't show up. He's probably showing up later. He's using the Valiant Airlines again.
Huh? Why is that?
He's probably too drunk to travel by boat. He would get seasick, you know, when he's, you know, he's somewhat of a god himself.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though Venti no longer rules over Mondstadt, he's still an Archon. If he came rushing to Inazuma at the first mention of a festival, not only would it seem a little childish, it would also sort of be shameless of him too.
Mr. Honorary Knight!
Is Kaya here? Oh my god, is Kaya here? Is Kaya... Does she mean me?
It's Klee! Were you also invited to the IRODORI
Oh my god.
No, Albedo's the one who received the invitation.
Oh, they're together. This is so wholesome.
But because everyone in the Knights of Favonius has been really busy these days, Albedo arranged for someone here to issue me a dependent pass.
We haven't seen Klee in so long. This is so wholesome.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. After hearing that Inazuma was making preparations for the IRODORI festival, I predicted that I might run into you here.
At least you're the real one right now.
Ha! Paimon knew it! Albedo's the one they've invited to paint the 5 Kasen!
I thought he was wearing shorts, but his shorts are like... His boots are so high that it doesn't even look like shorts. Because my partner's got his cosplay for a convention we're going to in 2 weeks. And they've been struggling with the shorts. So I just looked at it and I was like, where's his legs?
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Just so you're aware, I'll be using my pen name in Inazuma, Calx. Oh, by the way, do you know where the International Trade Association is? I'll be meeting with the editorial director of the Yae Publishing House there.
Yeah, the International Trade Association is where you'll be staying in Inazuma. We'll be heading there too.
Are we all gonna share a room?
Great. Let's get going then.
This is so... I'm sorry for having emotions. Sometimes men need to cry. Dude, what is going on? We finally getting so much content? Oh, look, it's Singcho's novel. With his female self-insert. Look, dude. I missed events like this. I really did. You know, I hope it's gonna be better than this year's Lantern, right? Because there's so many characters involved, and I think it's gonna be like more of like story and fun. I mean, if there's characters like Klee, it's gotta be fun. It's not like, oh, you gotta work. Work comes first, you know, like the Lantern, right?
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
She's so happy. Also, Klee, I'm so sorry for replacing you with Yamiko on my team.
Slow down, Klee. Please be careful not to bump into others. Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma during the trip was probably not the best
Also,
idea.
I feel like this is gonna be the perfect opportunity to get to know Albedo better. I know everyone's already simping for him, but I'm like, you know, I don't give in to simping that easily. And I feel like this is the first time that we really get to see him out of Dragon's Spine, so out of the mysterious thing where he's like full in his thing, in his element, and his job and everything. So maybe we can get to know his character a little bit better now.
As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more excited now that we've arrived.
Actually, let me take that back. We already got to see him out of Dragon's Spine when we went to Golden Apple Archipelago, but he didn't have too much screen time on there, as much as I remember. Nothing wrong with a little excitement, you know. Kids are just like that. I got Paimon, you got Klee.
Strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama, isn't here yet. I'm certain he said that he'd be sure to arrive before me. This might be a problem.
What exactly is going on?
Well, Mr. Hiroyama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 Kasen today. That way, I could better visualize the content for my paintings.
You mean you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
Klee, what are you doing?
I only know of the 5 Kasen by name. Because of the sheer age of the tale, very little has been passed down to this day. So Mr. Hiroyama decided to help me collect some more
You
information.
know what would be cool if you would play this game with like only allowing yourself to play characters who have been at the same point in the story where you are right now. For example, you could only start playing like Albedo and Klee and Inazuma by now, because only now they have reached Inazuma. That would be interesting. But also, if you don't have some of the characters, then it would be pain to have like a good team.
I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired. So I agreed on only receiving the details today.
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
Today.
According to the festival plans, the portraits will be revealed one at a time throughout the various stages of the IRODORI festival. The first one, depicting Suiko, will need to be done before the festival's official opening ceremony, which is the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time!
True that.
There's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute. Just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the IRODORI festival, I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript.
Ah, goddammit, Xingqiu.
I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic genius.
Of course, I would still prefer to receive any possible reference materials in advance, so that I can be better prepared.
Speaking of which, Miko did mention...
Oh, right! The editors of the Yai Publishing House will all be around the Outlander Affairs Agency these next few days. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Hirayama's over there too. We'll take you over there to see if we can find him, Albedo.
Klee. Oh.
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some rest. We will be back
It's gonna be
soon.
so cool to see the monster characters interact with the characters from Inazuma. Oh my god.
Okie dokie. Don't worry, Albedo. I'll be on my best behavior.
I'm sobbing. Ignore me. Go to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Oh, this place where we went to with Toma when we arrived here. So, you got any better dialogue now? What do you mean it hasn't started? You're right here. Oh. No, don't care, did not ask. Is there anything new here? By special invitation! Complete the parting themed poem. Obtain a score of 1/500 each painted event. Show of force. Achieve victory versus the mightiest warrior. Serious difficulty or higher. Complete the 4th floor theme. I haven't done anything. Legend of the Castle. This is the stories that we are doing right now. Event details.
Journey has.
Oh, the moon and stars. This is such a beautiful screen. Complete the place died on Black Quest 2. Unlock. Hey Albedo. Alright, we are going to the thing where... Oh. Everything looks so cool. I love it so much. Man, Robert.
We're here in Rito.
You gotta be German. Robert!
This can't be happening. The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave. Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd really be in boiling water.
Her voice sounds familiar, but I don't know who character it is.
Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with this?
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation as we speak.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on here?
Oh, hey, Traveler. Don't worry. It's nothing, just an internal issue. That's all. How can I help
Look,
you?
I brought the Germans with me. They're here to get some Bavarian beer and pretzel.
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama. Does anyone know where he is now?
Mr. Hirayama is currently at the warehouse down by the harbor.
Why isn't there no Monster Festival that's just like celebrating the Oktoberfest? if Liyue can have Chinese New Year, we can have German Oktoberfest. It's just as important. Just kidding, I don't participate in German traditions.
Oh, hold on a second,
They're
Murata.
cringe. Germany is cringe. I'm allowed to say that. I'm cringe.
Excuse me, but you must be Calx, the one who was invited to paint the 5 Kassen for the festival?
It's gonna be so weird to hear them all refer to him by this name.
Yes, that's me.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird for him too.
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information regarding the 5 Kassen. I do apologize, but please make yourself comfortable at the International Trade Association, and I will let Mr. Hirayama know to send you the materials right away.
Oh, no need. You guys look super busy, so we can go find him ourselves.
About that.
Excuse me, but is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
You're wondering if you messed up the drawing. What if he's scared because he doesn't know if he handed in the drawing or his other self handed in? Oh my god.
Huh? How did you know?
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hirayama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have cropped up. To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hirayama directly. After considering these factors, the only reason you would try to stall me is if something happened to A Legend of Sword, which I did the illustrations for.
You're so smart it's making people uncomfortable.
Well, I'm very sorry. The situation is just as you said, Calx. I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you now. Earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the IRODORI Festival warehouse down by the docks. So they promptly alerted the Tenryou Commission.
This Scaramush gonna be here. This chat gonna be here.
The Tenryou Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse. It was then that we realized that the latest copies of A Legend of Sword had suddenly gone missing.
Oh no.
What? The books are missing?
Shh, not so
Oh
loud.
damn it, and I planned this whole festival for the book.
Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the IRODORI Festival, but the author, Jinyu, will be personally attending the release party as well.
We just gotta make a stage play out of it. Just like Yunjin did. Or like, how about Albedo? He probably got like everything memorized in his brain probably. How about he just reads it out loud from his memory? It'd be like a nighttime story, a bedtime story for kids.
Because of the dire situation, Mr. Hirayama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the theft was related to that suspicious outlander.
I see. It would be a great misfortune if A Legend of Sword would not be released on schedule. And quite a disappointment for Jinyu as well. If Mr. Hirayama has gone to the warehouse at the docks, then I'll go down to see if I can be of any help.
So the author of A Legend of Sword is Jinyu. Sounds familiar. Hey, isn't that Xingqiu's pen name?
Don't just out his real name like that, Paimon, you silly dum-dum. Also, would you have said the same thing if he wouldn't have played that one little side quest where we were talking to him? Or maybe that's something that you have to play before you play this event.
Oh, do you know him?
We've met a couple of Oh, right. We've never seen them interact because Xingqiu's from Leo. Oops.
Xingqiu would definitely be upset if he discovers his books are missing. Let's accompany Albedo to the warehouse
Alrighty.
too.
Wondering if Xingqiu is gonna be the only character from Leo who's gonna be here. Did you just say fanfiction? Who's just said fanfiction into that? Say it again. I'm waiting. I heard the word fanfiction.
Please be mindful of your personal safety at all times.
Say it again. Say it again. Talk to me. Talk to me.
To request a fanfiction booth, please apply here.
To request a fanfiction booth, please reply. Okay. I did write fanfiction about Yaya and A. It's gonna be gay. I'm sorry. 20's talking to Sarah? 20's? It's been a whole ass year since he was last on screen. Oh my fucking god. Literally, my god.
Huh? It's you! Why are you here?
Paimon, calm down.
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course. Is that surprising?
I wasn't talking about you.
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you!
Shut up, Sarah. No one's talking about you.
So, Tone Deaf Bard. The suspicious outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Oh, damn. Why? I'm feeling like, what if Paimon is actually not the bad guy in the story, but Venti is the bad guy? Because some things, like, from theories and, like, in the Windbloom Festival have been hinted towards him being the reason of, like, the destruction of Kandria. So what if that's why Paimon is, like, so sus of Venti and, like, always kind of taking it out on him?
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander is indeed me.
I haven't heard his voice in so long, literally.
As I have told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again.
Why is Venti so sus? Oh man, I hate it. I hate to doubt him. He used to be my favorite character.
Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
Yeah, he's actually Barbados. Well, I can't say he's a complete stranger. You could say we're quite familiar.
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft. But what's this about being a stowaway?
Although he claims to be a special guest for the IRODORI festival, he's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally.
Venti's jail era.
And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing
Well, that's
Breeze.
normal for him. Could we ask him just a couple questions, you know, like under friends, like in private, like just between the two of us and Paimon?
If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be my guest.
Okie dokie.
Oh, Venti! You didn't really come here illegally, did you?
Forgot my passport at home.
Ouch, your words wound me. We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares.
Kinda, because you've been gone for too long. This is the first time we see, like, Albedo and Venti together. Oh my god.
You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
I mean, I don't know.
Similar means?
Oh, yeah, this time you mean. We had no choice, come on.
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission. It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally, right?
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
Maybe he was hiding.
Well, once I received the invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting dandelion
Of
wine.
course.
So, naturally, I decided to set sail with them.
Naturally.
Once aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor along the way. I must have fallen asleep in the cargo crate while carefully comparing the tastes of dandelion wine and Inazuman sake. And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with a Tenryou Commission General glaring at me from atop the grate.
Coming from Venti, this story is quite believable. But it still feels a bit...
Childish, shameless, you can say both.
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA Publishing House, and there are some questions I would like to ask.
Yeah, we've been looking for you.
Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
And they already start to trust him.
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a couple of times, but I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
It was Kaya.
Hmm? But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Oh, I seem to understand
He was
now.
drunk.
Huh? What did you notice,
He's
Albedo?
drunk.
When it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that. As for the sound of footsteps, Because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to be walking around.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the stolen books.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw at least 3 conclusions now. First, whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights on the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse, and might even have a key. And
There
third...
must be more than one criminal involved.
I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It must have been a team effort. It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning. Mr. Hirayama, the Tenryo Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
I can't believe I literally called it when I said that Albedo, Klee, and Venti would show up on the first day. I mean, I kind of know what characters are in this event, of course. I haven't seen the trailer though. But like, I've seen like some screenshots and shit. But I still wasn't too sure, like, from only the descriptions in the menu.
Yes, understood. I'll leave it to you then.
I suppose I'm free as a bird
I'll
then.
just go do your thing, I guess. Go get some sake. And whatever you came here for.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
No short people allowed.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
Sara's quite the meticulous one. So, where's your invitation letter, Venti?
Yes, the invitation letter. I'm truly sorry. I can't seem to remember where I may have put it.
How could you lose something so important?
You didn't have it.
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So I kept it in my hand the whole
And
trip.
then it just like flew off into the ocean.
Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place. I even recall being most pleased at coming up with a good idea at the time.
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each
Now
hand.
you have to mix them both together in one glass.
I couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time. But surely I wouldn't put it in just any random place. It could easily be misplaced.
So, where'd you put it?
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be. Have you figured it out,
I
Traveler?
don't know, it's probably under his head or like in his shoes.
Huh? You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation letter
Nope.
is?
It's in his head.
Ah, yes! I remember now. I knew you'd help me find it.
Wait, for real? That was just like my first silly guess. Oh my god, okay, I wouldn't expect him to be like that, but okay, makes sense, yeah, I guess. When he finds the invitation letter stuffed under his head.
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission. Now that we've confirmed this guest's identity, I have no further questions.
Did he fake it, maybe?
However, starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International Trade Association. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving now.
Oh my god, Venti screen time.
There goes Sara. Alright, let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's reference materials.
Okie dokie.
Mr. Hiroyama, I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Ah, yes, so you are, Calx. I'm very sorry that you've arrived in Inazuma only to find such a mess. These are the materials regarding the 5 Kassen. All the information that we could find is compiled here.
About the 5 Kassen. Long ago, there were 5 legendary poets in Inazuma. Supremely gifted in music and writing, they were honored as the 5 Kassen, meaning 5 fairies of singing and poetry. It is said that the shogun loved their works profoundly, and that every year one of them would go to the Tenshikaku and present their new poetry collection for the shogun's perusal. I'm wondering if these are the people that we saw in that one cutscene from Ace trailer. The friends who all passed. The 5 cousin are known as Suiko, Aino, Okina, Akahito, Sumisame, and Kuronushi, respectively, but their real names were lost in history. According to a widely accepted theory, Tales of the 5 cousin had once been repeatedly adapted and performed on stage, with the 5 characters each dressed in a distinct color: green, blue, red, white, and black. Over time, theatergoers started referring to them by these colors, hence the names we see today. Still, there exist other theories. For instance, some believe Suiku was named after his dwelling, a thatched cottage called Suiku Hut. Some also say that the Aka in Akahito was derived from the poet's habit of marking his words with a scarlet red seal. Yeah, because Aka means red, Aoi is blue, Kuro is black, then the other one has to stand for green. Oh wait, this one probably has to stand for green. I don't know. About the Tales of the 5 cousin. Everyone in Inazuma knows the Tale of the 5 cousin, and stories featuring them were once all the rage in Inazuma. What is unfortunate, however, is that despite the popularity and abundance at the time, not much detail survived till today. Most were probably lost during the Great Calamity 500 years ago. According to existing literature, during the Golden Age, when many such stories were being created, they usually followed the same set of rules. 4 poems in succession, each telling a fragment of the story from a cousin's point of view, with the 4 together completing the whole tale. What was curious was that no single chapter seemed to be narrated from Kuronushi's perspective. 5 cousin summary. Suiku, a free sake-loving soul born into an ordinary family. Some say he got the name Suiku from Suiku Hut, the thatched cottage he lived in. Oino Okina, an old man accomplished in chess. In addition to poems, he has also left behind a few novels. Some say he was actually a shogunate official who had not made a name until his senior years. Others say he was not a human, but a very old kitsune in human form. Could this be the old man that we met in Ace Story Quest? The guy whose spirit we talked to, who was gonna make tea for us. Akahito, a talented swordsman who most likely came from a martial family. Some say his name was derived from his habit of marketing his words with a scarlet red seal. Sounds like D-Look. Sumisame, she was once a shrine maiden skilled in floral arts and dancing. Later she became the shogun's personal attendant. Some say she resigned from her position after she became famous and devoted herself to artistic creation. Others say she kept serving the shogun into her old age. Kuronushi. Little is known about him, nor does anyone know who he really is. Maybe this explains the more varied versions of his identity and personality from story to story as compared to the other 4 cousins.
Let's see here. Yes, it's just as I had suspected. Monikers such as Suiko and Aoi no Okina aren't the real names of the 5 cousins.
Can't believe I really just read all that thing that he handed me. Damn, that's a rare thing for me to do.
Though there were once many stories regarding each of the 5 cousin, the validity of their contents can no longer be verified in present times. Alas, what a shame. But at the very least, we know that most of the stories were written according to a similar style, so there is still something we may glean from this.
So, is the info useful for your paintings, Albedo?
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still lacking and, fails to fulfill the most crucial element. Inspiration.
I am sorry that this information is not as exhaustive as you had hoped. However, it is not possible to gather anything more at the moment. Though, Lady Yae did say that there are many variations of the story about the 5 Kasen, and everyone has a different story in their heart. So all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart, and create something that you yourself find interesting.
That does sound like something Miko would say.
Thank you, Mr. Hiroyama. No need to worry. I'll find inspiration for the portraits.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, Calx. Oh, and there's one more thing I need to ask of everyone.
Aww.
Tomorrow morning, Mr. Genyu, the author of A Legend of Sword, will be arriving in Inazuma by boat. If you see him, please do not mention the stolen novels for the time being.
Dokie.
Whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, the Yae Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's release is a success.
I get it now. I hope after finishing this quest the first day with Albedo that I will get some Prima Gems, please.
You have my gratitude. I'll be going.
But will I have your Prima Gems?
Well, seems there's nothing more we can do here. Let's go.
What are you doing, Venti?
Huh? Venti? What are you doing over there? You don't want us to leave you behind, do you?
Traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment? There's something peculiar that I think you should see.
What is it? I was gonna end the video. Well, guys, whatever Venti has to say, we're gonna find out in the next video. Because I don't know how long this is gonna go. So I'm gonna say, see you in the next episode of Genshin Impact. And until then, Shisen, bye bye.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.